It's time to flip through quarter 4 of 2025. This quarter had some highs and some lows, but we made it through, and I'm excited to look back at it with you. So let's jump in. Hi friends, welcome back to Lost Without a Plan. My name is Amanda Lynn, and I share planning and goal setting once a week over here on YouTube, with more behind the scenes bits over on social media. If you like what you see in today's video, you'll probably enjoy those too, so be sure to hit subscribe so that you don't miss a thing. Before we jump into the memories, let's talk logistics. All of the shop links will be listed in the description box below, along with materials or tools I mention along the way. And if there's any plan with me associated with it, it'll be linked down there too. Some of what you see today are leftovers or from shops that may no longer be open, but I do try to link everything that's still available. I think the easiest way to do this flip through is to go planner by planner. So I want to start with my reading tracker spreads because there's just a few of them, and then we'll move into our everyday planners. And we'll wrap it up with the family command center, which is not pictured because they're still looking at it, but I'll go grab it in a second. I'll also have timestamps listed below if you want to jump around. Alrighty then, let's jump in. I kept track of my reading log in my monthly undated planner from Makselife, and let me jump to quarter 4. I've already flipped through the rest of these things over in previous videos, so I'll make sure that I link the playlist as well. First up is October in my Makselife monthly. This here is kit 646 called The Witching Hour from PlannerKate. As I said before, I use my Makselife monthly spreads as a pen and paper reading tracker. So you'll see all the books and the dates that they were finished, along with some star ratings here. I surprised myself by keeping consistent with this all year long. The star stickers are from Orange Umbrella Co., though a lot of shops sell similar ones. My favorite book this month was A Resistance of Witches, and I still stand by that choice. I do love the way that these reading logs have come out along the way. And on to November. In November, I used PlannerKate's kit number 650. It's called Let's Get Cozy. And I did something a little different with the star ratings on this month, as you can see. But it dropped off when I hit the week number sticker on this one. And then, you know, it ebbed and flowed. We figured it out though. As you can see, I started writing in the numbers on some of them. It's fine. We figured it out. My favorite book for this month listed is Immortal Consequences, which is excellent. But over Thanksgiving, I did read Christmas with a Crank, which was like a holiday themed book. And I feel like that one actually took the top spot this month. It was lighthearted, cozy, and was exactly what I needed. I would absolutely watch that as a movie. Quick close-up before we switch to December. In December, we used PlannerKate's kit number 656 called Let It Snow, and I paired it with some light blue foils from Jessica Hart's. These ones were called Bookish Christmas Foil Overlays. This one might be my favorite reading log of the quarter. I just loved how the blues played off of each other. Let me do a real quick close-up so you can see how fun they are. With fun sayings like "My holidays are booked," "Bookmas," "Dear Santa, books please," a hearth with books on top, and a cute little bookshelf inside a snow globe. My favorite books this month were The Same Backwards as Forwards, which is the prequel from the Inheritance Game series, which I really liked. My last book of the year, Born a Crime by Trevor Noah, was super surprising. Somehow he manages to be poignant and hilarious at the same time. So I really enjoyed that book too. So those are my two top 2s for December. That wraps up my reading log in the Makselife Undated Monthly. The next 2 kind of go hand in hand, so I'll show them side by side along the way. This is my Plum paper 7x9 planner in the vertical priorities layout. For this autumn bucket list, I used just a leftover sticker from Hank and Plan, and these stickers here were on a freebie also from Hank and Plan. And I just Used my dot markers and some washi tape from Makselife and called it done, but I didn't mark it off, but it came out super cute. And we did our best to get all of these things done. And this is my A5 daily planner. October was a rough month health-wise. I was still very sick for most of this month. I had started to get sick like in mid-September, and by the time October hit, it was edging very close to pneumonia. We had inhalers, breathing treatments, steroids, all the things. So for the first few weeks, it was like getting by, and honestly, that still counts as a success. We showed up in the ways that we could, and that's all that matters. For the monthly spread, I use Orange Umbrella Co.'s kit 347 called Eye of Newt. This kit was so much fun. The playful illustrations just made me giggle. Like, look at these silly faces here. And the eye. And all the little ghosties. So, so cute. I loved the addition of yellow and red mixed with traditional orange and black. It just felt playful without being super busy. Let me zoom you in here. And I always find Orange Umbrella Co.'s fonts to be super fun and whimsical as well. As I said, I use the same kit in my daily spread. It's just a little different. Let's flip back here so you can see. I use these quotes here from LostWithoutAPlan, and you'll see them throughout the entire flip through. I do tend to lean to my Rainbow Quotes book from her anytime I need a quote. And there might be some leftovers. I'm not sure if these were from the kit or from leftovers, but as you can see, there was all the deco. This right here, I think, was a sidebar, but I have more washi strips here, some more cute little skulls and jack-o'-lanterns. And then this was the monthly spread. The monthly and highlights pages served as my content planner for the year in this planner, and this was like my everyday carry. I use it for all the things. And I do miss that layout as January progresses, but we will talk about that a different time. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna flip through the rest of these pages here because before we jump into the weeks, just so you can see, I don't really write a lot in here. It's just my quick to-do list, some sticky notes get there. Some of them end up being busier than others. I just really needed a notepad page for the day, and that's like, this one was a busy day. But most of them are kind of small, so that's why I switched planners this time to be a bit less. In these pages, I used like freebies that I had on file in the seasons because I normally, like, it wasn't enough to be a kit, so I couldn't use it for my everyday plans. But I thought it was cute here, so I just throw in a couple of these adorable little things. I'm not certain where these are from. So I used washi strips from Cricut Miss Advent Calendar from Cricut Paper Co. And then I did use some black and white washi. This right here is from LostWithoutAPlan also. This is her rainbow washi set. I did have some bows in here too. These ones here were just like a loose washi that I found when I was at conference, so I don't know who made that. And then when you get to see where there's a kit, like this kit here, I believe it was from, I think it was from PlannerKate because the fonts look like PlannerKate. So this one was PlannerKate, and I think it was like a summer kit, but the colors just matched, kind of went with the theme a little bit, so I felt like I could use it here. I'm just trying to use up my stash as I go, so make a little dent in my leftovers, use up these cute little freebies that I was holding on to. This one's funny. Look, it's Cousin It. I'll zoom you in so you can see. There's like a Cousin It in there. So just little things to bring me joy along the way. And that is it for my daily pages in October. And now back to the weeks. I hope that this format is more understandable for you. The last time I tried to do it all in like sections, and then I don't think that it kind of paired as well. So if you like this format, make sure to let me know down below, and we'll see about making this the format for future, or if it's a little scatterbrained and you still want a different format, let me know and I'll try something else. For weeklies, let's start with week number 36. This is more of the Cricut Paper Co. Christmas Cricut Miss Washi. This one is in the orange. We had washi and then we had pages that matched them that were all torn strips. So you might see them a little bit later, but it was a huge kit of just a bunch of rainbow stuff that could be used forever. And I've used it forever. I think I got it in 23. It's been very useful. Then this black bow washi that I said was unmarked. And this Harry Potter washi here is also, I think from that conference. People just were bringing things and leaving them on tables. So I think that I grabbed that one from the table. This was our anniversary and our dating anniversary and my grandma's birthday. The Harry Potter stuff just gave a bookish, spooky vibe that went perfectly. And I did have book club this week, so that's where I tied that in. This deadline was a little off the rails, but this kit was simple and functional enough to keep me moving forward along the way. Now on to week 37. This week features Erin Condren washi. I believe this is Etta V artwork. I think that they used it in their planners this year or whatever year this was. But I just really like the teal notes. And I actually pulled this kit here from it was like a mistake sheet. So it was like on super sale from PlannerKate, and it was just a strange little kit, but I bought it because I love teal and I knew I would find a way to use it, so I did. I think that these colors just gave me a little mental boost because I was starting to feel better. You can see a little bit here that I was on the mend as opposed to this week, which was all chaos. And then on to week 38. This here is some Coffee Monsters Co. washi strips. It was just like one little sheet of washi with like 5 different types of washi on it. So these ones are just like cute little boos, and I wanted to use I don't know if you can see them, the little ghosty washi. I think that this was from like a much older year. I might maybe 2023 or earlier, but I think I just got them on like a sale section on her website. But I love the pastels. They really made it fun and like light. And then I paired it with some headers. I think that these ones here are from Cactus Paper Co. I think I bought some of these type font versions there. This was obviously from Makselife Plan's book. Anytime you see these over here, they're from Orange Umbrella Co. I think they're my Gen Plans font scripts that I use pretty much every week. I was starting to feel a little better this week but you can tell I was still under a lot of stress to try and catch up. This is week 39 spread. I used a couple of leftover pages that I had. I think that this is called Pinstripes, and it was from Caffeine Queens. It was like a really old kit that I had in my stash for a long time, but I paired it with the Cricut Paper Co. These ones were the stickers from the kit, so you could see that the torn washi is a little different than the washi that I had. They even have some grid washi over here. These were all just stickers, the purple as well. This is another shade of that. I think I got lucky and I picked ones that had the same foiling. Some of them are different, so I probably got lucky because the purple and the orange were the right color. These headers, these date headers here are from Tipsy Dog Designs. She has really great calligraphy, but I think that her shop closed recently too. But it's always so fun to use her calligraphy. This was spooky in its own way, this week was, because I had some phantom smells, as you can see here, and a migraine early on. But I still managed to walk in my vote, so I'm gonna call it a productive week. And I got some filming done, look at that. So this is week 40. For Halloween week, I used a kit from Jessica Hart's called Castle of Mysteries mini kit. It leans a little romantic and a little spooky. The quote here says, "She loved mysteries so much that she became one," which is so fun. As you can see, I also added some adorable little boos here. These right here are from Jojo Apple Prints. They're from her boo what you gotta boo sheet. I actually don't know if her shop is open either, but she always had some super fun little illustrations. Like, check out that one. Target run. And then there's little packages from Amazon and happy day. This week was fun overall. We did have our Girl Scouts archery and field day meeting on that Sunday too, which was an absolute blast. We got to see friends, which I hadn't really left the house for like weeks before this. So I got to enjoy a little time with friends and got to get Violet to see all of her Girl Scouts. It was fun. I never use the sheet. I don't know why. I have no idea. If you are still hanging out with me at this point though, you're doing great. Drop an emoji in the comments to let me know you're still here and planning along right with me. Let's ask for a jack-o'-lantern for this month, or a pumpkin of any sort. Okay, and on to November. November felt busy but grounded. There were trips and appointments and classes at the church. And while the schedule was full, as you can see, more full some weeks than others, the kids this month really helped to keep things feeling calm and cozy. For my monthly spreads, I used another kit from Orange Umbrella Co. This one here is called Autumn Leaves. I just love the whimsical foliage. It adds a lot of warmth to this busy month. There's even some cute little washi strips and some little deco. These right here, I believe, are leftovers from, you can see, from far away they look the same, but from up close you can see that they're just like a little more watercolor themed. I believe that they were leftovers from a leafy kit from Nicole Alexia Designs, but it went with the colors, so I just decided to pull it in. These are also from that. Let's jump over here to my daily real quick. This right here is what we ended up with for this. I made it through my list. That's pretty impressive. There was so much to catch up on. And then this is my daily plans. As you can see, I just used some washi from my Makselife washi kit. These right here are leftovers from a kit you'll see in a few minutes for Hand Can Plan. Just busy. This was me catching up. I was trying to get back on my feet after having such a hard time in October. Okay, and then this turns into a little less. We have this kit here. This was Simply Smith. It was just like one of those daily planner kits for, I think it was for Makselife. I only made one order from this one, so I don't know if she still exists or anything like that, but she did have some fun kits. This one here is from Hand Can Plan. These must have been the daily strips, because I tend to get her daily headers for washi, just because they have so many washi styles and I can pair them together if I need more space. So I'll usually get like the daily duo washi strip. And so I put them here with these cute little headers from Monday through Friday. And this is a leftover from Nicole Alexia Designs. Then I broke into my Live Love Posh Winter Florals. That's who that is. I just love the colors. They felt fall to me. And then these are just some freebies that I got. There's a silly little swirl right there. It's cute. And I think that that's it. Oh, I have a little bit of Coffee Monsters Co. washi here. Some pie. That's fun. I wonder if I used anything else from her. And my course launch. That's so fun. I think that yes, we have completed November in the daily and on to the weeks. Week 41. This week features Hand Can Plan's Happy Harvest Journaling Kit. These colors are some of my favorite all-time colors. I love the burnt oranges and the teals, the dark teals and the light teals. It's just so cute. And then there's these cute little sunflowers and adorable farm illustrations. We had some family portraits this week and started escrow on our Los Angeles house, which made this a good week, even if my handwriting here shows just how stressed out we were at the time. For week 42, here I used those Simply Smith. These were just washi strips from that page, and I thought that they added a little bit of flair to this. This is another quote from LostWithoutAPlan, and these right here are from Live Love Posh. The trees were just part of the Winter Florals kit, which is probably why I had it out for the other one, right? This week was kind of crazy. We had planned to go to Lake Arrowhead, and that trip pivoted to going to Santa's Village to just a cozy cabin retreat where we had a spa day. There were foggy mountain drives that were very scary, but when we arrived, we had fireplaces in multiple rooms, and we broke out our face masks and foot soaks and just enjoyed lots of quality time with our friends from LA. It ended up being exactly what we needed, even though the rain tried to wash it away. Then for week 43, this spread is with PlannerKate's Harvest Bloom journaling kit. It's a J182. We were prepping for our family camping trip this week, so it was like a get it all done kind of week so that we could actually rest when we arrived. We have some to-dos here. We had our family rescue Thanksgiving service project, and we left on our camp out here. For week 44, wow, we're at 44 already. This week features Jessica Hart's camping trip journaling kit. We were camping all week, so as you can see, the plans were minimal, but I did have a couple of Zoom calls that I needed to do, and then the launch of my first course, Momentum Made Simple, just in time for Black Friday. I'll link it below if you want to check it out. We also had another weekend away to celebrate a friend's birthday. It was totally worth the travel time and filled our cups, which was definitely needed. I love how it says Adventure Awaits over here, the little campsite and camper. So cute. On to December. December was festive, full, and just a little chaotic, which feels very on brand for December, right? In my Plum paper planners, we started with this kit from PlannerKate called Polar Magic. It was kit 186. I chose it because these little bears reminded me so much of the Coca-Cola bears from when we were young. That totally makes me laugh. The darker colors were a bit challenging to write on, so I wish I had a lighter gel pen that would like show up, but I didn't. So that's just something I noticed here. I also added some, and here it is in my daily planner. And these are the kits. This is where I'm reading off of. That's why I'm a little all over the place. And then here is the monthly page in my daily before we get further. As you can tell, I also used some little deco pieces from a PlannerKate kit. That's the only one I used here, but you'll see some on page 2. As you can see, like I didn't fill out any projects. I wrote in my books. I didn't do very much here. This was just like a making it through all the last minute things day. Here's the monthly page. Isn't it cute? And as I said, I used these PlannerKate deco sheets. This was like from years and years ago. I think it was when I started planning. I bought a PlannerKate deco sheet for Christmas, and I had used it for bucket lists in the past, but these ones were just cute and they matched and they just fit in. Like this one says, "Dear Santa, I've been checkmark good, not bad." It was busy at first. We had a lot of fun though. We went to some festivals and some shows. We just really enjoyed our month. So I'm gonna do the weeklies first, and then we'll switch to the dailies after, because I think some of them coincide. Week 49. This week features Jessica Hart's Christmas Carol journaling kit, which I also paired with some more of her bookish foil because I fell in love with that other one. So there's some gold bookish foil here. You see the little packet books with the bow. Another book with a bow. Super cute. This week looks a little chaotic. It was a busy one. We ended up seeing A Christmas Carol, which is why the theme of this kit was on brand. We ended up seeing A Christmas Carol at our local theater. We had escrow closing on the 4th. Basketball started up right before we headed to LA for more Girl Scouts to do some fall deliveries and our troop meeting. It was a busy one. And this quote right here is not from LostWithoutAPlan. It's a Christmas one. So I'm going to guess it's from Little Penguin. I think I just found out my stash. I'm not really sure what the name of that one was. So I'll try to find it and put it down below. But let me do a quick zoom in on this cute kit. And this right here is week 50, and it's hands down my favorite week of the entire quarter. This spread uses stickers from Suri May 3. I hope I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. It's called Scandy Winter, and we paired it with some leftovers from Scribble Prints Co. These were just some snowflake foils, just to make it have a little sparkle. I absolutely love this kit. The blues and tans felt calming. The foils added just the right amount of sparkle. This week we hosted some friends over the weekend, and we went ice skating and went on some Christmas light tours. It was just a really fun week. And this is week 51, and we used Orange Umbrella Co.'s, I think it was October's mystery kit, but it was called A Bit Flaky, and it was a journaling kit. That's what I chose from the thing. These little snow people are so cute. I just couldn't help myself. We saw White Christmas at the theater too. This one was a musical, so it was a little different than our first visit. We also celebrated Violet's birthday, and as a result of her birthday and her party day, I wanted to add a little bit of purple in with my mild liner, because Violet is purple, Violet and Violet. And add a couple of purples in her honor. I also mixed in some freebie deco here, and everything works surprisingly well. We have these cute little elves. We have the snow globe. It all looks like it matches this little car. And this reindeer down here. And I think that that's it for the freebies, but everything matched, so I'm not mad at it. And on to week 52. This spread features the Miss and Meow Poinsettia kit. I just love the artwork on the page, but when you lay them in, the poinsettias feel a little aggressive. And I probably used too many, but that's okay. I also missed Violet's physical appointment this week, so it was a reschedule mix-up. It was started over here on Tuesday, and I was planning to be there, and then they called me on the phone like here and said they needed to reschedule. And so when I got back, I just plopped it over here, but I think it got lost in this, because when it came time to do it, I didn't make it. It's fine. It was a little humbling, but it's fine. This weekend, we ended the week with a trip to San Diego. Violet went to SeaWorld with her dad on one day, and then we went to the zoo the next. It looks like my habit tracker here did not make it. Did not make the cut that week because it's completely empty, which is different. I guess I was not counting them or anything that week. It's okay. I took the week off. Let's zoom in so you can see how cute these things are. They really are beautiful, but I think I just put too much on the page. I was trying to use everything, and it felt a little bit overwhelming. But I definitely love the quality of her stickers. It's beautiful artwork too. So, and then for week 53, I used Coffee Monsters Co. Snow Play Washi. I got back so late that I just figured I needed to have like a landing zone because I wasn't ready to set up my other planners yet. So I filled it in here. I used the Coffee Monsters Co. Snow Play Washi, and this spread here just was here to help me avoid planner limbo. I laid in some basics, got through the first couple of days, and then was able to transition into my new planners midweek. I had my deadline here, so I wanted to make sure something was ready before that happened. And then for the daily pages, I think I used a couple of kits because I had some on file. These ones here are from, I think this one was called Very Merry from Fern Creek Stickers, and it just has some really bright, fun colors. I used my leftovers of my bookish foils from Jessica Hart's down here. They were just some really bright, fun, colorful headers. And then I traded to some Makselife Washi down here, mixed it together so that I could have a little bit more of a spread. This is a freebie that I got from Hank and Plan. It had all of these things in it. And there's some more of those Christmas quotes. This one says messy and bright. Christmas movies and chill. And then this was a sheet that I kept because I got it, I think I ordered something in December and it came in January, but this was the freebie because I had ordered it in December, and so I just held on to it. I was going to use it the next year and that didn't work out. So I'm glad that I found a place to finally use it. This one was from Alicia XO, her winter boxes. Ah, that's what I ordered. I ordered the nameplate fonts from her in December, and that's why I ended up with this freebie. So using all the things. This right here is leftover washi from my Hank and Plan monthly kit, or the Polar Bears ones. These were also in that kit. This one says, "Here comes Amazon right down my driveway, and a world full of Grinches" via Cindy Lou. And that's it. That is the end of December. And lastly, we're going to jump into my Laurel Denise pop-up planner. In October, I used this Orange Umbrella Co. kit. I think it was 408. It's called Purple Halloween. This one leaned a little moodier and paired nicely with the rest of my October spreads. This one felt super fun and frolicky, even though it's a little spooky in the depths of the washi strips. But the pink made things seem less scary, and it still has the Orange Umbrella Co. super cute artwork. We had some fun wacky holidays here from Hank and Plan. I do miss her wacky holidays for 2026, but I think she stopped doing them this year. This calendar holds just the important things for my family to see. This right here was a spirit week, so we just wrote whatever they were doing every week. And under this week's note section, we had some habit trackers that never got checked off. It wasn't her thing, I guess. And just some random, I think these were from freebies, deco to fill the spaces. And then for November, this kit here was from Hank and Plan. It was kit P179 called Cozy Season. And it leaned perfectly into that November feeling. I love Hank and Plan's kits because they have these full boxes that are included for the monthly and the weekly spread. So it made things super fun. There's some more wacky holidays here from Hank and Plan as well. I think her kit just really fills out the page and makes every page seem fun. And then we used her notes box in this one, and we made another habit tracker. It didn't work that she was using it again. She was cleaning, we just never wrote it down. So I guess that's a win, right? And then for December, we used another kit from Orange Umbrella Co. This one is kit 416 called Playful Winter. It has these beautiful blues and greens, some trees, some birds, and we added those wacky holidays from Hank and Plan. Just kept doing that since I did not know it was going to be the last time that she sewed them though, so I'm still a little sad. It's okay. Look, I hand drew some lights for the lights parade there. And this was our fun. And for this note section, since she stopped using the habit trackers, we made this one into a December bucket list. We did decorate the tree. We did look at the lights. We did decorate the house. We did wrap gifts. We went Christmas shopping. We watched Christmas movies. We visited somewhere warm. Well, we live somewhere warm, so. But we did travel to San Diego, so I guess that counts. We did mail our holiday cards. We made a gingerbread house at her birthday. She had a gingerbread themed birthday party, and we did make some cookies for Santa. So I would call that bucket list a success. And that wraps up my Q4 flip through for 2025. It was a big year of changes. We moved out of LA, we moved into our new house, we sold our other house, we were navigating traveling to and from monthly so that we can still see our friends and family and Girl Scouts. I'm still finding my footing in 2026, and right now I'm struggle busing my way through my new layouts, but hopefully something clicks soon, and if not, we'll figure it out together. I hope that you enjoyed today's flip through, and if you like what you saw today, be sure to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss my future upload. Let me know in the comments which spread was your favorite. I love seeing what stands out to you. Until then, happy planning, friends, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.